is Antonio here.
Yeah, I'm ready, Don.
I feel bad for you. You're here to pay your debt to a cold-hearted, merciless man.
I heard you tried to change his mind, but he won't take no for an answer. I can't get out of this bind legally. I'm prepared to accept the punishment. No hard feelings.
Go and bring the Jew in.
He's just outside. Here he comes.
All right, let him stand in front of me. Shylock, everyone thinks, and I agree, that you're leading us on until the last minute. Then in the end, you'll show a bit of compassion and mercy. It will surprise us more than your surprising level of cruelty. They think that, though you're here to take the pound of this poor merchant's flesh that you're owed, that you let it slide. And with a bit of human decency and consideration for his losses, forgive a bit of the principle too. He's been through a tough spot that would put anyone on the streets. Even the Turks and Queens would feel bad for him. We expect a nice answer from you, Jew.
I told you what I mean to do, and I swore to God to collect. If you don't let me, this city'll burn. Why, you may ask? Do I want a bit of mincemeat over 3,000 big ones, eh? What can I say? I'm in that kind of mood. Ain't that enough for you? If I'd a rat in my house, now I want to pay someone 10 grand to exterminate it. Ain't no problem with that. Enough said. Some guys don't like pork, some don't like cats. Some folks piss themselves when they hear bagpipes. No explaining people's particular likes and dislikes. There ain't no reason for any of that. So I won't give my reason for going through with an unprofitable suit against Antonio. I just hate the guy.
That's not an answer. No excuse for being so cruel.
I don't have to make you happy.
Does everyone just kill what they don't like?
Does anyone not want to kill what they hate?
You don't gotta hate everything you don't like.
What? Would you let a snake bite you twice?
It's no use arguing with the Jew. Might as well go to the boardwalk and tell the tide to go down. Might as well ask a wolf why he killed a lamb and made his mother cry. Or tell the trees in Central Park not to rustle in the wind. Better to try the impossible than to try and change his hard Jewish heart. Please, don't bother offering him anything or trying to stop him. Let's have our decision, and the Jew can have his due. Here, I'll double. I'll give you 6 grand.
I wouldn't take 6 times that. I want my penalty.
How can you hope to receive mercy if you don't show any?
I've done nothing wrong. What do I got to fear? You got a lot of slaves, eh? You put 'em to work, like animals, doing the jobs you don't want to do. Why? 'Cause you bought 'em. Now, if I tell you, set 'em free, let 'em marry your kids, why do you make 'em work so hard? Give 'em a feather pillow and let 'em eat caviar. You'd say, forget about it, they're ours. And that's what I'm saying. I paid good money for that pound of flesh. It's mine and I want it. If you don't let me, your laws don't mean nothing. So what do you say, Don? Do I get it or not?
I have the power to dismiss this proceeding, unless Bellario, a good consigliere that I asked to judge this issue, shows up.
There's someone from Bellario is waiting just outside. Just come from Philadelphia.
Call him in.
Hey, cheer up, Antonio. Don't give up yet. The Jew can have all my flesh and bones before I let him touch one hair on your head. And better for me to die. I'm the lame sheep, the weakest fruit. So let me die. Best you can do is stay alive and write my obituary.
You come from Philly? From Bellario?
Yes, both. Bellario says hi. This is a letter from him. Hey. Why are you sharpening your knife so eagerly?
To cut my due from that bankrupt man there.
You're sharpening your knife on your soul, not the sole of your shoe, you cruel Jew. It's good and sharp, but your hatred's sharper. Can't any prayers convince you, huh?
None that you're smart enough to make.
You're going straight to hell, dog. I ought to kill you now. You almost made me forget I'm a Christian. You made me think that animals' souls get put in humans' bodies. Yours was the soul of a wolf that was killed for killing people. And went into your body when you were still in your ugly mother's belly. That's why you're such a wolf in your bloodlust.
Unless your taunts can undo my pact, it is full of hot air. Do yourself a favor, schmuck, and shut up. I got the law on my side.
This letter introduces us to a smart young consigliere. Where is he?
He's waiting for you to invite him in.
Of course. 3 or 4 of you bring him in. Meanwhile, I'll read Bellario's letter. Sorry I can't come down, but I'm sick. Luckily, when your call reached me, a young lawyer from D.C. was here. His name is Balthazar. I told him about the issue between the Jew and Antonio. We looked through the books. He knows my opinion and has his own expertise. So I sent him to you instead. Don't judge him by his youth. He's a smart cookie. The trial will show his worth. He speaks for me. Ah, here he is. Let me shake your hand. You come from old Bellario.
Yes, sir.
Welcome. Take a seat. Are you familiar with the dispute we're dealing with?
I know all about it. Which one's the merchant and which is the Jew?
Antonio, old Shylock. Step up.
You Shylock?
That's my name. Don't wear it out.
You have an unusual case. Yet the law can't stop you from going through with it. He has a claim against you, right?
Yeah, so he says.
Do you acknowledge the contract you made?
Yeah, I do.
Well, the Jew has to be merciful.
Oh, yeah? Why's that?
Oh, you don't have to have mercy. It just happens. Think of mercy like a double blessing. It blesses him that gives it and him that receives it. It's the most powerful in powerful people. Looks better on a king than his crown. Mercy is higher than his scepter. It's in a king's heart. It's like God. You gotta dilute justice with a bit of mercy. You want justice, but your soul doesn't get saved for justice. Think about that. If you want mercy, you have to give it. If you demand justice, then, well, this court will have to carry it out.
I take responsibility for my choices. I want the law to be carried out. I want my penalty. That's what it says in my contract.
Can't he pay back the money?
Yeah, here it is. Double what's owed. If that's not enough, I'll pay 10 times that against my hands, my head, my heart, whatever. If that ain't enough, you're just as bad as he is. Please, just bend the law this once. Stop this evil man. A little wrong to do what's right.
I cannot. There's no power in the country that can change the law. If I did, that would set a dangerous precedent. I can't let that happen.
How about that? Daniel as a judge. You're a wise young man. Thanks.
Let me have a look at this contract.
Here it is, Judge.
Shylock, they're offering you 3 times the principal.
I took a solemn oath before God. You want me to commit perjury? Not for all the boroughs.
Well, the money wasn't paid back, so the Jew can legally claim a pound of flesh to be cut off by him from Antonio's breast. But have mercy. Take the triple cash. Ask me to tear up the contract.
I'll tear it up when the due is paid. You seem like a good judge. You know the law. You made sense so far. Please, give us your final decision. Then the man alive that can change my mind. I insist that the contract be carried out. Hey, can we get this over with?
Here it is. Get yourself ready for his knife.
Ha! What a noble judge! Excellent young man.
For the law authorizes the penalty that is stated in the contract.
True that. What a wise and respectable judge. You behave older than you look.
All right. Unbutton your shirt.
Yeah, his chest. That's what the contract says, right, Judge? Right next to the heart.
That's what it says. Do you have the scales to weigh the flesh?
Yeah, I brought one with me.
Shylock, pay a doctor to come and bandage his wounds so he doesn't bleed out.
Does it says I have to?
Not expressly, but so what? It wouldn't hurt to be charitable.
The contract doesn't say I have to.
Merchant, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, just a bit. I'm ready. All right, goodbye, Bassanio. Don't be too sad that I'm taking the bullet for you. I'm lucky. Usually a man outlives his money and dies old and poor. I'm spared that at least. Say hi to your wife for me. Tell her how I died and that I love you. Say nice things about me after I'm gone. And after you told my story, ask her to decide if her husband had a good friend or not. Just be sad that you lose your homie. And he doesn't regret paying your debt.
If the Jew cuts too deep, it'll be quick. Antonio, my wife is dearer to me than my own life. But my life, my wife, hell, or the world ain't as important to me as your life. I'd give it all up to the devil to save you. You'd be sleeping on the couch if your wife heard you say that.
I have a wife too, who I love. I wish she were in heaven, so she could plead with the Almighty to change this Jew's mind.
It's a good thing you'd sacrifice her behind her back. That wish would lead to some glass breaking back home.
That's what you get for marrying a Christian husband. I wish my daughter had married a putz rather than one of them. Hey, we're wasting time. Let's get a move on.
The pound of flesh is yours.
What a great judge.
And you have to cut this flesh from his breast.
Well, thanks. You're a real mensch. Get ready, Antonio.
Now, wait just a minute. There's one more thing. The contract says explicitly that you may take a pound of flesh, but it doesn't say anything about a single drop of blood. Take your penalty and a pound of flesh, but if you shed a single drop of blood while you cut, everything you own will be confiscated.
What a mensch indeed! Pay attention, Jew. Is that in the law?
See for yourself. When you ask for justice, you get more than you bargained for.
Take that, Jew. What a righteous judge. All right, fine. I'll take the cash. Pay 3 times the principal and let the Christian go.
Here you go. Hold your horses now. The Jew will get nothing but the penalty.
Ho, ho, ho.
Get ready to cut off the flesh. Don't spill any blood. And if you cut more or less than exactly 1 pound, even by a 20th of an ounce, you will die, and all your property will be confiscated. Well, what are you waiting for? Take your flesh.
Just give me the principal and I'll go.
Here, go ahead. He refused to take it in front of everybody here. He will only get his justice.
Daniel, thanks, Jew, for teaching me that word. I can't just take my money?
No, just the flesh at your own risk.
Well, that's that. I'm out of here.
Hold up now. There's one more legal issue here. The law says that if a foreigner, either directly or indirectly, tries to kill a citizen, the would-be victim gets half of the foreigner's goods, while the other half must be given to the syndicate, and the offender's life is in the hands of the Don alone. You're in that predicament now because you plotted, indirectly, to kill the defendant. So down on your knees and beg the Don's mercy.
Beg to be allowed to hang yourself. Though, with all your money gone, you won't be able to afford a rope to do it with.
Shylock, I want you to see the difference between us. That's why I'm going to let you go, before you even ask. Half your stuff belongs to Antonio. I'll reduce the other half to a simple fine. For your half, not Antonio's.
No. Please, kill me. Don't let me live while you take my money. I won't have a roof over my head. If you take away my income, you're going to starve me. I'll die.
What mercy can you show him, Antonio?
Give the guy a noose, free of charge. Nothing else.
If the Don will refrain from exacting his one half, that's good by me. I'll put the other half in a trust to give to the man who stole his daughter, after he kicks the bucket. I'll just ask for 2 more things. 1, that Shylock convert to Christianity. And 2, that he write his will, here and now, saying that when he dies, all his property will go to Lorenzo and his daughter.
He'll do this, or I'll come knocking for the 1/2 that I bothered him from paying. Are you satisfied, Jew?
I guess I gotta be, sure.
I'll have my clerk write up a deed.
Oy. I'd like to leave. I don't feel so hot. Send the deed after me and I'll sign it later.
All right, but make sure you do.
Hey, just think, Shylock. For your christening, you're gonna have 2 godfathers. Though if it had been up to me, you'd have had 10 more to have you baptized in the East River with the fishes.
I'd like to invite you gentlemen to dinner at my house. I'm flattered, really, but I gotta get back to Philly, stat. Really, thanks, though. I'm sorry to hear that. Antonio, reward this fine gentleman. You owe him one.
You really saved our skins back there. We'd like to give you the $3,000 we were originally going to pay the Jew for your services.
Yeah, and we owe you a lot more. Anything you need.
Forget about it. Happy I could help. A job well done is all the pay that I need. I was never out for the money. I hope you recognize me when we meet again. So long.
Hold on. I gotta convince you to take something. Say to remember us by, and not as a fee or nothing. I just ask that you take something, and forgive me for being pushy.
All right. Sure. Antonio, give me your gloves. And Bassanio, I'll take your ring. I won't take anything more.
This ring? Yeah, it ain't worth much. It'd be a shame to give it to you.
I won't take anything else, just that. And now I think I want it.
There's more to this ring than cash value. Tell you what. I'll buy you the nicest ring in New York. I'll put an ad in the paper to help me find it. Just please, don't take this one.
I see you talk a big game. First you taught me to beg, and now I think you're trying to teach me how a beggar should be answered.
It ain't that, see. My wife gave me this ring. She made me swear never to sell it, or give it away, lose it. She'd kill me if I did.
A likely story. If your wife's not a moron and you tell her how much I deserve this ring, she wouldn't hate you forever for giving it to me. Ah, well. Have a nice day.
Come on, Bassanio. Let him have it. He deserves it. It's your friend's life versus your wife's order. Yeah, all right. Grisano, chase after him. Give him the ring and ask him over to Antonio's house. Hey, move it. All right. Let's go over to your place. Tomorrow morning we can fly to Baltimore. Come on, Antonio.